Well, congrats to Oklahoma. I thought they, number one, made their free throws down the stretch, 16 to 18. That's, let them close it out, and we're hoping they give us one back there to try to be in another one-possession situation after that side-out situation we had down three. But they stepped up and knocked them down. They kicked our butts on the board. That's 2 times we've gotten beat on the board, and I'm frustrated with that. I think that's something we should be doing to other people, and they kicked our tails. And I'm not pleased with that. I didn't think we played our best basketball. I'm disappointed. If we'd have found a way to win the game, it's a 1 or 2 possession game there at the end. If we'd have found a way to win, I'd have been happy and proud that we found a way. But I'd have still stood up here and told you that I'm disappointed in how we played and how we performed. And I am. I think we've, for some reason, we've had better attitude, approach, effort than we've all year than we've had today, and I'm not sure why. So back to it. We don't have time to dwell. I'm frustrated. I'm sure our players are. We don't have time to dwell. This is this league. You got to respond. You have to get right back to work. You can't dwell, so we're not going to dwell on it. We'll get through this press conference, go watch the tape, and then try to get ready for a game that's coming around here in about 48 hours.
Is this a game where it's good to have one like that quick where you don't dwell whatsoever?
I don't know. I know that the circumstances are the circumstances in this league. You don't have time to put your head down and pout. You better figure out how to learn, grow, and get ready for the next game. And with the quick turnaround against third ranked team in the country, whatever they are, we got to do that quickly.
Defensively, really good early. Was it just a matter of Oklahoma getting a better look and getting some time to work through what you were trying to do to take them out of their game? Second half felt like they were better.
I thought there were some opportunities defensively. To finish plays that even in the first half, positionally, you guard the first part of the shot clock or you guard their initial action well, and then we might make a play, and then there's a loose ball and we don't get it. We might not get a defensive rebound, and that was throughout the course of the game where we might be in a one-on-one closeout situation and just kind of commit a silly foul or that type of thing. So there's a lot of things defensively. It wasn't all bad. I mean, there were some good defensive possessions, but we didn't sustain them. And we didn't finish them well enough tonight.
You get through that second to last segment, you make a run at them. What kind of went sideways at the beginning of that final segment where I think you were 3 and it went back to 7 real quick?
The second to last 4-minute segment? You're talking about
you
8
closed
to 4?
It. The 8 to 4, you closed it, and then you came out of the under 4, and I think they took it from 3 or 4 back to 7 real quick. What short-circuited there?
Shoot, I try to remember every possession based on the exact time. But, if I'm remembering accurately, and I might have it backwards, but we give up. I think we fail. If we have a blown coverage and a ball screen, I think we give up an offensive rebound. I think we turn the ball over. That'll do it, right? I thought we got a couple good shots out of timeouts there down the stretch and just didn't go in. The free throw shooting, a little bit frustrating, but you'd have to give me about specific 2 or 3 possessions, and I could talk about them if you give me some specific possessions.
Jizzle hits a 3 near the 12-minute mark of the second half, and then there's a timeout. There looked like there was some confusion there with the referees. What was the situation there, and what was the explanation you got from the referees?
Thought I was trying to call timeout. I wasn't. I was just begging my team to try to get in the stance and play defense.
John, what did you see different from the second half than you did in the first half? You obviously came alive offensively in the second half.
For my team, I think you're saying like for the team.
No,
for me. That's a good question. I'm not really sure. I just being aggressive, taking advantage of opportunities when my teammates find me in the right places. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. Yeah.
You've been trying to get the turnovers under control over these past 4 games. Only 8 today, so is that at least something you can build a positive from?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I looked down and saw 8, and I was pleased. The number's lower than it's been. There's still a couple unforced ones that kill you, and we had a couple shots around the basket in transition or they're like turnovers. You know, when you go try to challenge 2 or 3 guys and just throw it up, that's like creates the same scenario as a turnover. So we got to continue to make better decisions on the drive. But yeah, this team's not a turnover-prone team. So to see some of the turnover stuff the last couple of weeks was uncharacteristic. I expect us to do a nice job taking care of the ball.
Saw Aziz go down kind of hard on play in the second half. Is he feeling okay after the game? He came back in and looked to be moving okay.
He didn't mention anything to me, and I haven't had the update yet from our trainer after the game.
Coach, it seemed like Aziz and Vic really struggled to get going today. Was that just something Oklahoma was doing defensively, or just an off night for those two?
Yeah, you know, wasn't the best performance. We had a lot of guys that I don't think had their best night. You know, I'd have to go back and watch the tape and really try to break down what happened. But I think it's, you know, you sit there and it's still a 1 or 2 possession game there at the end, and you're going to look down and feel like, you know, it's a tough night for a lot of guys not to have a night, you know. And I think great teams can overcome that by doing all the little stuff. And, you know, we didn't do the little stuff. So I think you can have nights that the ball doesn't go in or it's not finding you, but you got to be a good enough team to do all the little stuff to overcome it. And I didn't think we did enough of that tonight.
John, 5 ranked opponents in 2 weeks, another one coming up in 48 hours. Mentally, how much of a challenge has this been, you know, going through this grind the first couple weeks of opening conference play?
Man, it's been tough. But, like, it's what we signed up for. You know, the guys coming in, they came here because they wanted that challenge of being in the Big 12 and having, you know, having to face great opponents every night. And truth be told, it's made me like a better person because, you know, you can't, like Coach West said earlier, like you can't dwell on, you know, today, you know, let it hurt a little bit and learn from it. But every night, even when off nights when you're not playing, you got to prepare. You got to prepare your body, your mind, make sure your game's staying sharp. So it's just the nature of our league. Like, it's going to be bangers every night, so you got to be ready and prepare yourself.
John, you look to appear to slip there late in the second half, holding your calf, it looked like. Was that just something you slipped there, or was that anything major? Or what's going on there?
I was setting a screen, and I had bumped knees with the guy. It's like shock pain. It hurt pretty bad. But, yeah, I just had to keep playing. This last 10 seconds of the game, you got to strap up your boots, so it's cool.
You hit the 3 that cut it to 61-58, and I think Seamoss came down, and there was a missed free throw, and then a couple. I mean, what was it feeling at that point? Because the ball just wasn't going in, and that was kind of a golden opportunity.
Wait, which part you said?
You had made a 3.
You made a big 3, and then the next possession, Seamoss gets fouled. Yeah, he goes to the foul line, and he misses the front end. We get the offensive rebound, and we got a couple really clean looks at it.
Yeah.
Would have tied the game.
Yeah. I mean, things like that. And, you know, nobody's trying to miss free throws, but obviously free throws have been a challenge for us more recently. I think if we were to capitalize on them, we'd be feeling a lot differently. But I know he's not trying to miss them. But, you know, kind of like I said, you can't too much dwell on that. You just got to get back in the gym and just work on it every day. We got good looks after the free throw. Sometimes it just don't go our way. But, you know, I respect the fact that we kept fighting on the boards and kept working to get good looks.
One more.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.